Hello and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about Diggy, which is an old Flash game that I used to play all the time when I was a wee little lad. But right now you're kind of seeing the tutorial, so it gives you a general idea of, I guess, what the controls are, along with what the gameplay is mainly like. You'll be able to see a lot of what the game is basically made of. But yeah, this was one of the very few Flash games that I've personally played that had an achievements like page to it. Very few games that I've played that are Flash game based had achievements. So this is one of those games where when I was a little kid and I was given some free time where I could actually play these games in class, I would always try to 100% the achievements and I would always fail. I don't think... I'm trying to remember back. There was a few moments where I got very close to getting all the achievements. I remember one of the closest ones I had is one of the achievements is if you fall on the bottom of the like world almost. It's like in the center, like if you fall into the lava, then it basically will tell you that you died because you didn't have the truffle. And that's one of the achievements. And the closest I ever got is I got all of the other achievements, but I hadn't fallen on the lava because I got the truffle before I fell. And so I wasn't able to get all of the achievements just because of that stupid thing, and there's no way to like reset the game or anything because it is a Flash game. But yeah, it's a pretty simple game, as you can tell by the gameplay here. As you go through the different levels, I'll replay it real quick because I kind of talked over it, but your grandpa like will reach out to you in his spirit form and talk to you, and he'll tell you basically that you need to find a truffle. And that's just so when you get into like the center of the world, you have to mine through this lava, and in order to mine through the lava, you need to have had the truffle so you don't melt or something similar to that. But yeah, the gameplay is pretty simple too. You just kind of get these little ores and bones and artifacts, and as you collect them, they give you like a certain amount of coins. All this while you have limited power and like a scanning system. Honestly, you'll be able to tell a lot of what the game is about just by kind of looking at it. I think that kind of sums up the game in a whole. I'm pretty satisfied with that explanation. Also, you've been able to kind of watch gameplay in the background as I've yapped. So yeah, now we can dig into the meat of this video, which is kind of the achievement part of it. I thought it'd be fun to pursue this video as if it was one of those like PlayStation Platinum videos where they go through and they show you each achievement or trophy that they got, and they kind of just compile it all into an entertaining video. So I'm gonna go through and show you every clip of me like getting the different achievements, including the ending and reaching the lava and everything like that. And as I jump to each achievement, I'll give you a quick description of what it is and kind of, depending on which one it is, how difficult it was. But we'll jump straight into it. Let's get right into it. This very first one here is just basically upgrading the very first piece of equipment. So the first piece of equipment you get, this is the first achievement you get in the game basically. And we're gonna move on to the next one now. And the next one is You've Got the Point, which basically is in the game, you use this little scanner and it will reveal like hidden objects to you that are usually worth more money than the objects that are like in that level of dirt, if that makes sense. And so for this one, as you can see here, I'll pull it up right now. It's basically once you've gotten 10 of those items scanned and you've picked them up, it gives you this achievement. Again, another easier one. A lot of these beginning ones are pretty easy, but I'm gonna move on to the next achievement now. So this is the next achievement. This is the wise investment one. Again, this one is pretty simple. Honestly, like there is a tab where you can invest in the minerals so that they give you more money each time that you like come back to base. And the first time you invest, it's similar to like the upgrade one, where the very first time you invest, it will give you this achievement. So again, another easier one. I'm going to show this one twice just because of how long I talked, but we'll move on to the next one now. Let's get into it. The next one is one of those ones I'm just going to basically skip over in a way, but it's called Charity Act, and it's when you click on the sponsors link for the game. So that's just it. I'll show it to you guys, but that's basically it. So this next achievement is Surprise, which is in the map you find these really big sort of like excavated historical thingies of importance, I assume. And when you find your very first one, you'll get the surprise achievement. So it just means you find your very first giant object, which in the achievement little bar thing, it's called a great object. And straight on to the next one. The next one is called Trust. I'm just going to go really quick with this one. It is basically in the actual achievement tab. If you're looking through all the achievements, one of them is to give the game a high score on whatever site you're playing it on. And all you do is you just basically have to click it in the achievements, and he says that he trusts you. And that's basically what this achievement is. This next one is I Miss the Sun, which kind of upgrades the challenge level just by a little bit. But basically, it's just, there is an upgrade you can get for your battery pack, which is what, you know, powers your guy's little mining tool. And this achievement is you have to go mine for a bit, and then, you know, you can honestly, I believe, do it with like, if you've only used like one energy. But you have to come back to the surface and recharge your guys' battery pack using the solar powered upgrade. And it gives you this one, which is I Missed the Sun. And this next achievement is the Rich One achievement, which again ups the challenge just a little more than the previous one. In this one, you basically just have to get 5,000 coins within 1 day, which isn't too bad, but you know, it's a little challenging. So as we continue to move up, you'll notice that each basic achievement gets more and more difficult and like kind of time consuming as we keep going on. This next one is the Explore the Underworld achievement, which is basically kind of, it has a cool name, but it's if you find every single item in the game that is considered simple, so not like rare items or anything like that, but everything that's considered simple, if you find all of them, it gives you this achievement. Moving on to the next achievement, this is the Beef Steak achievement. This is the one that I mentioned earlier that gave me pains as a child because I was not able to complete it because I got the truffle before I went into the lava. But this is pretty simple. When you get to the lava level, if you don't have the truffle yet and you dig into it, it lights your little dude on fire and you have to restart just like another day. And then you kind of know that you need to get the truffle. So this is the beef steak one, but this is the one that gave me that heartbreak as a wee little lad. Moving on to the next achievement. This one's a little more fun. This is definitely one of the like longer recordings for achievement that I did, but this achievement is called Die Hard, and basically as you're watching here, the whole achievement is to dig all the way to the lava in the level, and then you have to make your way all the way back up through all your little tunnels and go back to the surface. So that's basically what it is, but it's a little bit of a fun one because you have to make sure to dig your tunnels in a way that lets you climb back to the surface, and also it just feels weird to be climbing back up rather than going deeper down. But that is the try hard or die hard achievement. Moving on to the next one. This is one of the story achievements, as I would describe it. It's basically when you find the wandering truffle. So you need to like max upgrade your little scanner machine and everything. And then when you find the wandering truffle, it gives you the Safari is Over achievement. And then you have a little conversation with your grandpa. Kind of following that achievement is this last one, which is the Happy End achievement, which is basically, in quote unquote, unless you're going for 100% on the achievements, this is the end, quote unquote. Most of the time you're not going to be going for 100% on achievements, so this would be considered the end of the game. And it just kind of shows you what happens to your little Diggy guy after you get to the center of the earth and you find out that he actually goes to the moon, which is kind of fun. Although now that I'm kind of thinking about it, he might be stuck on the moon because how is he gonna be able to get fuel for his little digging machine? He might be permanently stuck on the moon. Rest in peace, Mr. Diggy. Moving on to the next achievement, which is a fun one. It is called Super Diggy. And it basically is when you've maxed out all of your dude's equipment, you're super overpowered, and yeah, that's basically it when you have maxed out all of your equipment. That leads us straight into our next achievement, which is called Maximum, which is basically where you have maxed out all of your minerals. So the way that the minerals work is the money you put into them, the more money that you get back for when you collect them in the map. It's a little unique, but in this way you could kind of look at it as this is the point where you have officially maxed out all of the money that you can earn by getting ore. And this leads to the last, but definitely not the least, Collector achievement. This one took a stupid amount of time to get because of the like random object generation. But this one is basically when you get all of the rare objects and you get all of the great objects. And I'm going to show you them there. And then now I'm kind of showing you the achievements. Holy crap. The collector one, I don't know why. All of the other ones weren't too bad. They kind of came at a good time, right? But this one took such a stupid amount of time to get. I swear it added so much extra like gameplay onto it. Just refreshing the map, trying to get these randomly generated like little pieces of art. But yeah, all in all, I had an amazing time kind of 100%ing this game. I played it a lot when I was a little kid, so I got a lot of nostalgia while playing it, and also it kind of scratched the itch in my brain that likes to 100% stuff. It was really fun being able to make a video about it too, because I really do enjoy making videos. I think it's really cool to kind of be able to share these sort of one-off experiences with people. So if you've made it to the end of the video, I want to thank you for watching and thank you for, you know, enjoying my videos. I hope you enjoyed this one as well. But yeah, honestly, I had a really good time 100%ing this game. If you ever find yourself with the time, I 100% recommend finding a little flash game that you used to play when you were a kid and trying to get like all the achievements in it, or just trying to like max it out. Because that is one of the funnest, most therapeutic things I've done in a while. But anyways, yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next one.